Video games are fun, however, they aren't the best things for children. The good and bad of the effects of video games on children is almost surprisingly equal. Let's discuss some of the good and bad effects of childhood gaming. Video games are proven to cause school behavioral issues just like internet and social media. While social development issues are linked physically to the games, they are linked to the act of playing the games out of moderation. In this presentation, I am going to tell you about some of the benefits and disadvantages of childhood gaming. The effects of video games is a gray area. While some studies show that video games cause problems in children, other studies show otherwise. Video games are a major form of entertainment, specifically among children and adolescent teens since the early 2000s. There has been a growing field of research considering video games as a tool to supplement motivation and learning. Michael Zada, a lead researcher in the field, describes games as a mental contest, stimulating the minds of children and stimulating cognitive learning. There are many downsides to video games. We'll get to those next, but first let's discuss the advantages. Surprisingly enough, studies show kids who play video games get a boost in reading and apprehension skills. Problem solving is also a skill sharpened in children by video games. Researchers suggest this is a skill highly used by children in video games to solve gameplay missions and run cities, missions, and skill levels acquired to be video game levels. Social connections online can also be an advantage as well as a disadvantage. By the way you look at it, in childhood gaming, children who have trouble in real life making connections may find it easier online with other children who share common interests. This can also lead to bad social skills in real life. Children will be behind and think that all connections in life will be more than likely online, which is possible for the time we are growing in as everything is moving on to online. Children who share social connections may feel out of place at school and other social environments that they are forced to go in. Over the past year, children has resulted in a loss in social skills due to online school due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Social connections online may be very beneficial to those children who enjoy video games and being online. Online games can also build the foundation for teamwork and good leadership skills. Most video games that are played online require missions that take the place in teams, such as Call of Duty, Minecraft, and other various video games. Good leadership skills and teamwork skills will be required to play these games online. The disadvantages are obvious. While teamwork and leadership skills can be a benefit of gaming, it is not a substitution for human interaction and teamwork portrayed in sports and clubs. A child may not learn the same teamwork and leadership skills on a game as he would, such as playing soccer or being in various leadership skills clubs and skills such as Beta, FFA, and various social skills and clubs. Spending time in front of a screen for long periods of time is bad for joint, eyes, and muscles. Also, gaming is very inactive and can lead to obesity, which can lead to other health problems due to the inactive behavior video games require. Most children spend 7+ hours at school a day, leading them to go home and game for the rest of the day for majority of their afternoon, which can take up time used for homework, clubs and sports, and activities that will keep them active and healthy. Video games are deemed inactive due to the sedentary the sedentary nature it requires to sit and play for long periods of time. Gaming in children is often done after school, like I said, and will cause children to play games instead of homework and studying. This can lead to academic failure as well. Children will often put off homework and take a bad grade, causing them to fail classes and get behind in life. Childhood gaming also exposes children to the wrong values and can expose them to sex, drugs, violence, profanity, and racism, and many more things children do not need to know about. Games are rated for age, however, most parents do not regulate or pay attention to rating, and it can be easy for a child to get a hold of a game that is rated R. With that said, games have disadvantages and advantages. Studies for the data I spoke on leads to say games are good and actually educational in moderation, depending on the game and the age of the child. Like anything done out of moderation and excessively, it can become unhealthy, especially in children. This can lead to habits and cause many harmful effects on the child. I hope you have learned something about gaming, as studies are still recent and games are still new. Games have become very popular in the last 20 or so years, and studies are still ongoing. This is a very, very crowded and popular research field, with many people finding and producing new studies every year. Thanks for listening.